Several hundred protesters filled the courtyard outside Alabama's State House on Valentine's Day in a One Heart, One Alabama rally aimed at convincing lawmakers to love one another rather than hate their Latin brother. Opponents don't want the controversial anti-immigration law tweaked, as legislators have promised, since alleged unintended consequences drove away new industry from creating jobs in the state. They want the law repealed, as the Obama Justice Department is still suing to have it overturned in federal court.
Lo que nosotros queremos es que nos traten como los seres humanos que de veras somos. No somos ilegales, no somos... Everyone, my name is Ingrid, and I'm here from Jackson, Mississippi, because we are one family, and it doesn't matter where we're from. We're going to recreate James Meredith's Walk Against Fear, and we're going to walk from Memphis, Tennessee to Jackson, Mississippi. We start on March 11, we end on April 7 in Jackson. And what we want to tell everyone is that enough is enough. We don't want to deal with racism anymore. We don't want any laws like the one in Alabama, and what we want is to be treated like the human beings we really are. All we want is what we really deserve. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys support us. You're welcome to come to Memphis on March 11 when we begin, exactly on the spot where Martin Luther King was killed, because we're going to revive his dream.
Jesse Jackson.
And jealous, been jealous with the NAACP.
Y Ben jealous de la NAACP.
All the national labor leaders will be here.
También estarán todos los líderes sindicalistas.
We will meet in Selma on Saturday, March the 3rd.
Nos estaremos viendo el sábado, el 3 de marzo.
All-day workshops on this issue.
Va a haber talleres todo el día sobre este tema.
Workers' rights.
Sobre los derechos laborales. Sobre la opresión del voto.
All of these issues relate.
Porque todos estos temas son relacionados.
We have a common enemy and a common goal.
Tenemos un enemigo en común y tenemos una meta en común.
Saturday we will have fun. We're going to have an all-day festival with a wonderful Hispanic group from Atlanta.
Que el sábado y el domingo vamos a divertir y vamos a tener un grupo divertido hispano que viene desde Atlanta.
Along with Future, the rapper.
Y además con
Future, they know
Future.
Yes, Future will be in Selma.
Un artista de rap.
But that Sunday we will march. We will begin at 1 o'clock.
Ese domingo vamos a marchar, vamos a empezar a la 1 de la tarde.
And every day of the march,
y todos los días de la marcha,
we will be joined by thousands of people from across the country.
Vamos a ser reunidos con miles de personas de todas partes del país.
And Thursday we will focus on this horrific, ridiculous, dehumanizing immigration law.
Y el jueves nos vamos a enfocar sobre esta ley ridícula que deshace de nuestra humanidad de esta ley de Alabama.
And Al Sharpton on his nightly show in NBC, what is it?
Y Al Sharpton en su show diario en el canal del programa MSNBC.
We'll be at every rally, and Thursday night of that week, even if you can't come to the march, turn on that show because you will see voices nationally and locally speaking out against the worst immigration law in the world.
Y van a estar hablando, él va a estar en todas esas manifestaciones todos los días, pero aún si no pueden venir el jueves, prendan la televisión y vean el programa de este señor Al Sharpton en MSNBC, porque van a poder escuchar voces aliadas en contra de esta ley y que están unidos a esta lucha.
My husband Hank Sanders is a senator in this building.
Mi esposo Hank Sanders es un senador en este edificio.
And he is in solidarity with you. You have friends in this building.
Y él está en solidaridad con ustedes. Ustedes tienen amistades
Church in downtown Birmingham, Alabama.
Next, I'd like you to say, are you native Alabamian?
I'm a native Alabamian. I grew up in Prattville, Alabama, and I came today because so often I realize I admire Jesus and don't follow him very well, but I felt that coming here today and being with this group of people was an act of following after Jesus and caring for those that Jesus cares deeply for. I feel like HB 56 affects me and my community, my church and my state as a whole in a whole host of negative ways. I feel like it impedes people from really following after the gospel, which in Leviticus it tells us that we are to love and care for the sojourner, the undocumented in our midst. And this puts people at risk for being arrested for doing that. I believe that it dramatically affects my state economically by causing foreign businesses who want to have an opportunity here in our state to want to look elsewhere because it's so much more paperwork. It pushes people away. I feel like it hinders children from getting education, which is something we should all be able to agree upon. I believe it tears families apart. I believe it puts law enforcement having to do jobs that stop them from fighting crime that really do affect each of us individually.
What would you say to other states considering laws similar
Well,
to HB 56?
plus, your heart goes out to people who come here from other countries.
I would say to other states who are considering laws like this, be the leader that we failed to be. Be the leader who wants to be an open place for all to come and to be a part of what this great country is meant to be. Show us how we are to invite others into a right path of citizenship, a possibility for their future. I think there's a lot of inaccurate dogma, a lot of inaccurate theology in the South. So people who haven't heard of HB 56, I'd like them to get educated. I'd like them to learn that for the state of Alabama, undocumented immigrants are less than 4%. So this is not an issue that should be taking this much of our attention. If we were Arizona, should we be considering laws and dealing with this more? Possibly, when you're talking about a third of their population. But for Alabama, it's not that large of an issue. And I would like people to actually learn how this law affects people. That it causes children to be pulled out of school. That it causes families where one person may be undocumented to be separated and torn apart, that it requires children who were brought here as a preschool to now be deported to a country where they have no recollection of living, where they can't speak the language and they have no support system. I really believe if people were accurately educated, that they would see this differently. Alabama is not a mean-spirited state. The people here are a loving people. And I think so often we are just misled by sound bites that are not truthful.